Damn, that page popped up a little too fast. Hold up. I'm not gonna lie, I was just in here trying to figure out how to use AI. Hold up. There we go. Trying to use figure out how to use AI. Bro. I was getting it was getting, hold on. We gotta get this done first. Alright. First time trying this. I'm always trying this. Alright, nah. First, alright, I was in the dark here trying to figure out how to use this AI. It's like basically I was up here like I'm trying to make thumbnails. I bought on one of them course. You know, one of them courses people say buy my course and it'll teach you a whole lot of stuff and everything. I'm not gonna lie. When after I saw my brother he learned like a whole bunch of stuff in there, I said, alright, they're safe to use. So, let me try it out. Well, I'm not saying they're not safe to use, but you gotta know which one to buy and which one not. Just boo, you know, boo boo and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not boo boo, but it just at the same time you gotta really lock in and focus. Only reason why I was like yesterday I was tired. I was tired. Like I was out, but when I say today, Yeshua remind me to get on today because I was going into a because he when he said you're gonna get on the streaming today, I was like in my heart I was like nah, I was gonna let it go past and everything because I was watching a video how to what's that thing called? I was watching a video on how to make AI type of thumbnails, and then the other ones was like 3D printing. That was another one I was trying to learn. And when I popped up on the 3D printing and everything, like I was getting it at first it was like it looked all different. Second, it was just like that's a lot of stuff to memorize and everything. And then I was starting to get it a little bit. I watched a couple of little YouTube videos and everything. But third was like only reason why I'm wearing glasses, yeah, I was in a dark room too. I was in the dark room just staring at my monitor. So when usually I stare at my monitor like halfway and everything all the way down. Hold up. I got the light on right now. But when I stare at my monitor and everything, I'm not able to see when I read. So I'm out here like, oh man. But I say for this yes, the AI was messing with me all day. I'm not gonna lie. Not all day. It was the I'm trying to what's it called? I wanted to build a website, but at the same time I didn't know you had to do coding. I was like, oh, y'all getting too advanced for me. So I said, alright. Matter of fact, why don't we not do I'm noticing everything expensive for the website, so I gotta do like one at a time and everything. But today I was learning what I learned today was mostly hold up, boom, there we go. Alright, what I learned today was alright, no, scratch all that. What I've been doing for this past couple of days, being obedient. When I say obedient, I was like, because at first it felt like I was going down a slippery slope and everything. I'm talking about slippery slope. I actually saw myself like standing, not even myself, I don't know who I saw. Could have been my wife, could have been somebody else, don't know for real. But they was on the clouds, like, you know, white clouds and everything. And then I said something inside saying, what's it called, I don't like taking commands. I don't like taking commands like orders. I don't like taking orders and everything. And that's when that person was like just standing like right there, and I'm up here trying to reach for them, and the clouds start shutting, and it was just getting dark. Basically, I was going to hell. Basically, if you can't even see it, basically it was that, and then I was sliding back to back, and then what's it called, after I was slid back to back, I was like, I think I was awoke when I did this. So, hey, y'all gotta forgive me, bro. But alright, so I was up when I did this. But when I was sliding back and everything, that's when I was like, I gotta hit my knees and repent. Because like, you know, it's all fun and game after a while. Then when you really understand, like, you had a dream or have a fact or anything, oh, I'm going to hell and everything. Nah, I was like, I gotta change my ways. I gotta pick up in my cross and carry it. Because at that point in time, I was just like, man, if I don't change my ways, I'm going to go to hell. And I didn't even like, alright, because like, I can expect like, alright, like, you know, the rapping and everything you sold and everything. But for me, that was a life changing moment for right there. I was like, let me change my ways and everything. Let me do more better. Let me get more better at this stuff. But man, I'm not gonna lie to you. The things I had it to. I think it was the first day was the nerve wracking one, because like being obedient to Yeshua is because like I had to learn how to be obedient to Yeshua. So what helped me was more so like saying like I used to do at my old job to get done faster with my work. I basically say something like I'm working like when I read in meters, I'm reading meters for I'm working for the Lord and everything. That's how I usually got done with my work. Hey, how you doing? My bad, I didn't hop on yesterday. I was completely tired. I was out of this world. But nah, I was telling everybody what's it called, basically like yeah, I was from make a long story catch you back up. It was basically like it seemed like I said something, like I saw something, you know how you get a little vision in your head and you was daydreaming. I basically got that. And then it was somebody on the clouds. I don't know if it was my wife. You know that God life, God woman. Everybody want their own God lady. You know, you get what I'm saying. Or it was somebody else. It was some white clouds and everything. And I said something where it hit my heart. I said I don't do obedient, not obedient, but I don't take direction or something about that. And then I'm trying to run and grab them. The clouds was closing up, and it was like on my side, it was white clouds on their side, and I'm just sitting down on my bed reading my Bible. But it was white clouds on that side, and then on my side, I was just like, it felt like I was running in place. But that was shutting, the clouds was shutting, and it was getting more red, and sum it up, I was going to hell. I was trying to my best. I was trying to explain it in a different way, but nah, sum it up, it was that. And I'm out here like, I didn't sell my soul. I didn't do this and that. But what I didn't do was be obedient. That what got me right there. I was like, because like, all right, like you got your own plans, right? And then you like for me personally, I was like, I was trying to get rich in my own eyes, right? And not Yeshua eyes, right? All right. And then like when he tell me to do something, I do one thing, but the other thing I be like in the world and everything. I'm not gonna lie, I be floating around Mainly the music and some other stuff, but we all working on our own thing. Basically, he was really pushing that obedience, and I ain't gonna lie. After I saw that, I hit my knees and I repent. I can't remember everything I did. I will tell you that. I can't remember everything. That's not to be proud or anything, but I'm just being honest. How Future said, I'm just being honest. But what's called no I couldn't remember everything, so I repented for it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm coming out of a little storm. Like, I wouldn't say a little storm, but I'm coming out like I feel better than where I was, just being obedient and everything. But what helped me will like help me get through that process. I'm still going through the process. Like today I fasted. Now I used to do fast, like I tell my friend, he actually do fast like for a whole day. I haven't done that before. That's something else. I'm working my way up there. But a whole day. What I usually start out from, I did like a fast like 7 a.m. to 3 o'clock. That's an 8-hour fast. You know, I do 8 hours fast. And then one time when Yeshua called me and said do a 6 a.m. to a 6 p.m. fast. And when I did it for 3 days, I ain't gonna lie, it was hard. But after that, I just do it. Just because nowadays. But that's something you could try if you're interested. But yeah, I was what got me through my stuff, and I'm still going through the process and the fire and everything. But the main thing I pray for obedience, bro, because like obedience. When my dad was joking over there, and he was like, you want to be obedience and everything. Hold up, I'm out of the frame. Oh wait, okay, there we go. What's called? You want to be obedience and everything. He was joking about the obedience and what power you get from him and everything. To help his people, whoever need. You always had that person who was strong and everything. He said obedience and everything. Nah, obedience is a real superpower, and I'm not gonna lie, because you like in your life, everybody go through hard stuff and everything. But if you're obedient to Yeshua, you still go through hard stuff, but it won't be hard like it meant like everybody else going through. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's why I'm out here, like, me personally right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm using the wisdom what my dad gave me. He put it in a joking way, but he said wisdom. But that Michael who was standing right there, this is only a chip. I don't want y'all to think this is smoke. I just haven't ate it yet. But what's called? He was basically telling me like right there, but I was like, yeah, whatever and everything. I wasn't hearing him until I had it. Cause like the stuff I was doing like a couple of days ago, I'm not gonna lie, it was like catching up to me. It was more so like we was doing our thing. Like I was doing my thing and everything. Like the stuff I was doing, it was still sinning in his eyes and everything. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. For me, everybody got a different. How I see, everybody got different things. Like your walk can be different from my walk and everything. So, like for my experience, what I'm doing right now, but I'm just to help you on your walk and everything. Ask for being obedient. I gotta remind myself in my head, be obedient to Yeshua. Yeshua. And I'm not gonna lie, that it helped. I mean, you feel more peace and everything. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting back into my regular stuff I got into with Yeshua and everything, all on good notes and everything, nothing bad. But I'm noticing, like, when I read now, like read the actual, like, the one thing I show you. When I read this and everything, I'm starting to understand it more. And when I'm noticing I'm understanding it more, it's like you want to cut out on the distractions. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you can't do it all in one day. It took me a couple of tries and everything. I'm right now. I'm like I'm stopping. Like sometimes I fast from social media and like um I got in trouble on that one day. I went out with my friend and we went to the mall and everything. I ain't gonna lie, Yeshua was pulling on me and hey, I'm not gonna lie, I did pay that I did get in trouble because Saturday is the rest day and Saturday like sometimes it be some stuff like we can't like if you gotta work on that day and everything, you know I don't know, but I used to work on that day too, so each their own everything. But at the same time, my couple of days, I say I 2 days I've been 2 days because the other days I was going through complete the work, the fire, the everything. I'm not gonna lie, I was just going through it. But I like at the same time, I wouldn't say I didn't know better. I did know, but I wasn't trying to be obedient. So that's to take the takeaway from this. I would say be obedient, because if you on your walk, and are you stuck or anything? Are you starting? If you're starting your walk, be obedient. I'm just telling you like a heads up, like not even a heads up, like a personal experience. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this for a while, but on the same time, everybody got their own walk. Everybody got their own life. Everybody's life not the same. That's for like foremost like the thing and everything. But if you are walking with Him and everything, just make sure you be obedient, because that's the key. That's I wouldn't and be truthful with Him. Come as you are, because you never gonna hit the be perfect. Never. I'm still not perfect. I still meet other people and all judging. That was another thing. Be obedient and judging people. Because you gotta remember, I got reminded this earlier. What's it called? You gotta remember. What's that thing? It's only one judge, and that's Yahweh, the Father in heaven. He don't need no multiple judge with you. Now I was judging people. I'm not gonna lie, I was judging like crazy. Because in my head I was judging, and my less to worse. I'm just telling you what I just been through like a couple of days ago and everything. That's why I'm up here like when I say I was slowly stopping speaking, because you more wise if you like you quit to listen and slow to speak, right? So you slow to speak, all right. You gotta remember that, because like when you talk and everything, you let in like it's like all right. Imagine I just found okay. Thank you, host. Okay. What's it called? All right. You know how the rappers have like rapping, they rapping and everything in their lyrics, all right. And you know how the judge and how the jury they be like they say sentence and everything, because they rapping about it and everything. They use it against them in court. That's like in heaven. I'm not for sure about it, but that's how I imagine it, because I'm out here like the stuff I say and everything. I even feel some like, all right, I was making some with my friend. I was making some racist joke, all right. But that was the old Michael, who I used to have like friends in high school. We all make racist joke. But when I was saying it, it hurted my soul, because like, I was speaking out my mouth. Yeshua did not like, and then the person who I was telling with, I can tell that bothered him. The first one, he let fly, but the second one, it was like, and then that's when I was like, hey, and that's not I double wherever I see him. I give him such. But what's it called, and I apologize, but yeah, I'm on. That's the old Michael. I can't be just busting them down like that and everything. But yeah, but it's like using, so be slow to speak and more to listen. That's what I'm learning, because like you know, you wise. But I was reading in there saying like you can the foolish on lies, and that's another thing. I gotta work on my lying. Because when I was in this one place, the studio, this one person I knew, he's, let's say he's on the opposite, he's on a different team. You get my drift. He's on a different team. And then I was like, we was joking. I thought it could be like the how we was in the past, but it's like, all right, as you elevate and as you grow and everything, and then you go back to your old friends and old people and everything. Some of that will not, like, not all the time you can be like fit back in place with them. It's like a puzzles, and like it's sometimes that puzzle piece won't fit, even if it went there before. Sometimes it won't fit. So it's like it's best for you to keep moving on, because it's not going to be the same. We're not equally yoked. Some people will be not equally yoked, and you'll always find yourself getting in, like, you know, getting raised up and everything. So I say basically, yeah, you gotta slow to speak and more listen, because, and then in your head, don't forget your head, because what's it called, I don't know if this, I don't want to throw too much information, but at the same time, I'm just telling my experience, what I experienced. If that can help you in the long run, go home, be it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, a cheat. It's not really a cheat code, but advice, head advice. Even when I'm talking to the older people or younger people who like been through some stuff, and I'm thinking about going through some stuff, and God lead you to somebody and you talk to them a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, you'll learn something and you be like, huh, and then in your head you was like, I was about to go do that just a minute ago. And then you learn from their experience. Don't be like, nah, that just them, you know, I can't. You go do it. You'll hear like you got the same experience as that other person you did. You never know. Art on God just can work something out for you. But listen to your gut. If your gut say no, don't go. Don't go. I'm telling you, because I was in so many places, like here, I'll give you one. Alright, it was my friend invited me to the club and everything. This was a while back. And I was starting my walk with Yeshua not too long ago. Like, I've been on it for a minute, but I was like, you know, I'm smooth. So I went. He said, Yeshua, Holy Spirit, they told me no, don't go. And I went like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'll be right back. So I went out there and I went to the thing. Wasted my money. When I say I wasted my money and I wasted my time at the club. Because you know what we did? Stand by the wall. I'm out here like, y'all don't want to dance and everything. Stand by the wall. And it was a lot of like, they didn't have seats. But it wasn't fun. And like when I went in there, I'm out here looking and everything. I'm out here like, it's nothing going on. It just people getting drunk, and you know, I'm just saying it's nothing. Nobody doing nothing else. Everybody just standing on the wall, standing. Some people dancing, but most people are standing on the wall just watching. So I'm out here like, okay, that's all we did today. And I'm out here like, in my head, I think the funniest moment I did when the security guard, I made a little joke at the security guard. You know how they pat you down? I said it real. I whispered in his ear when he was patting me down. I said, it's been a long time since somebody touched me like that. And then he jumped back and everything. I was just joking with him. He said, what? And you know, it was just a funny moment. It, you know, uplift the spirits and uplift people and everything. But when I got in that club, I was like, man, I shouldn't have stayed home. I shouldn't have listened. And it felt like one of my heart. It didn't feel good. It really didn't feel good. So you get that in your head, clear a day, say no. don't do it. Don't do it then. Cause like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not worth it. Half of the times I did a lot of my stuff, it was not worth it. It wasn't. It was definitely not worth it. But I learned from them and I recovered from them. Some of them took a minute to recover, but I recover with Power of Yeshua, who got me through it. Because like, I know I keep bringing him up, but I'm just like, when I die knowing, like, searching stuff of what I done and everything, what I did and everything, I'm out here like, I'm glad Yeshua like was there and like, when I know he was there all the time. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be real with you. A lot of that stuff, cause like recently he told me like death, it was so many times death shouldn't have took me out and everything, and then I was looking back at it and I was like, just, you know how you reminisce and you like, I can see why. It's a lot of stuff I done, but the lesson is not the stuff I done. Well, it's some of it, but I can explain some of it. But it's like how I grow from it. How am I going to get better from it? And I choose to be obedient to Yeshua, and follow His plans. Throw your plans out the window. That's being disobedient. Like, don't like, he'll just ask Him for, what's that thing? What is that? Wisdom, understanding. That's everything, but it's clarity. Showing guide you. That's another one. Like, for me, I don't know. It's like, because I had for me it was like, you gotta take your stuff to him. I've been trying to get one of my other friends to take his stuff to him for what's it called, take yourself, like, all right, I had a weird dream, but I'm just using it as an example. I had a weird dream and some stuff usually happened. Something happened to me recently, yesterday. And usually when something happened like this, I call my mom up and I tell her, I be like, you know how girls talk on the phone? I basically be that with my mom and everything. I be talking, I'm not saying the hot on the dream yet. The dream, don't worry about the dream. But I'll tell you about the one, alright, this girl from high school, what's it called? I'm not saying name because I don't want to I don't want this to get bad, but she from high school, and she I noticed you know how I got out of cleaning the bathrooms. I was deep cleaning, and I'm not gonna lie, I did a good job. I give myself a pat on the back. I was knocking them bathrooms down. I was cleaning a mess out there. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing a good job. But what's it called, after I got like halfway done, because like somebody was using the bathroom, I was taking my gloves off, and then I saw her straight ahead. But I usually see her mom come in here and shop and everything, and her mom start looking me in the eye. First she didn't look me in the eye, she looked me in the eye and she waved and everything. I said, thank you for the respect, and then everything. And that's when she came in. And then what's it called, the thing is, alright, we saw each other. In my head, I was saying, Yeshua, I do not feel like this right now. Please make this, because I'm out here. She made that face like, ugh. Now, first of all, let's stop it right here. I know I'm handsome. You not gonna stun on me. God made me handsome, not perfect, but He made. I know He did His thing. I already know it, because I already know. I'm not gonna get in there. Whatever you look like, God made you look perfect too. But we're not perfect, but He made you look nice too. So don't even believe in your own self. Don't. But her face went like that and everything, like, but had the audacity to take a picture, bro. Like, that was the first time I ever had somebody, what without me like catching. It was like the picture. Let me show you how she took the picture. She took it like nobody noticed that big iPhone camera on there. And then I was like, okay. And in my head, I was like, but remember a long time ago, I said, don't give them no reactions. No reactions. So I had that plain face, like, it is what it is, you know, whatever. But in my head, I was saying, I'll leave her to Yeshua. Yeshua handle it and everything. But so I was like, I went out and I went and go vacuum because it was somebody in the bathroom. So I went out and I was vacuuming, and I was like, I actually enjoy vacuuming. Like, if I had carpet, I don't have carpet, but if I had carpet, I would get a vacuum cleaner and I vacuum it. I love vacuuming. Like, some people at work thought I didn't like it, but now we got this new vacuum too, and I like the old school vacuum too. You know, at school they had that little, it was red and silver. I like that vacuum too. It just kept on breaking on us. But this new one, I like it too. I love vacuuming. I love it. But so I was vacuuming out there, and then what's it called, Jamil Ka. You better not say nothing about this. Nothing. Pretend like you didn't hear the name. For real. Not the name. But what's it called? And then she came out, alright? My brother. When I say she came out, in my head, I'm out here like, I can't go back to no Essex, or because one time I'm gonna tell you about the other time when because it's no coincidence out here. I know Yeshua was like, because in my head I was like, what before he was always telling me like, what's it called, make sure because when you get one of his daughters, what's it called, what's that, a godlike woman and everything, his daughter, you gotta treat them with respect and everything. You gotta really, because he will take her away. You will feel that loneliness. Everybody know what that lonely is. But what's it called? Basically, I tell what because it's no coincidence. Because when I was saying I don't have no S's, Yeshua, you just hear, you know, I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't have nothing in my phone to hide. I'm straight. I don't have no S's. And then I saw it when I saw her walked in with her kid, and I was like, it came on my head. I went like, I spin so quickly around, but I get to that in a minute. So when I say this girl from earlier who took the picture like that, and she tiny too, and like I like kind of see that pink thing doing that and everything. And then she walked away, and her cousin came outside. When I kid you not, she came out there. Her mom, she looked at me. I went like, have a nice day. You know, I've been waiting for it because eye contact and respect is a real thing. But she's saying like, have a nice day, and she heading out. And then that's when she came up earlier, who took the picture and made that, before she took the picture, like made that like, and then took a picture. I was like, wow, this is the best day ever. But what's it called? That's when she gave me a hug, a side hug, and then said, I'm gonna unblock you on Instagram. In my head, like, I'm out here like, I don't really like being touched for real, but in my head, what's it called, I was like, be obedient. Right now, God just seeing if you're gonna be obedient, meaning like being nice to his people, everybody his people. You being nice to them, helping them out. Everybody, you just helping them out. You know, helping them, being nice, respectful, treating them with kindness, and go up and say, hey, how you doing? Look them in the eyes and everything, how you doing? And that first go around, I'm not even gonna lie to you, big dog, that was hard. It was hard for me. It was tough. It was a tough feeling at that moment. Because after I did that, she had two pictures. Because when I was vacuuming, she hit a... and then she asked for a hug. I was like, I never got somebody took a picture like that, because I thought when the first one she took, I wanted to do this. Yeah, it was like, one of them side comments in your head. So you want me to pose, hit a pose and everything. But no, I just left it, and I was like, that's still a reaction and everything. That's like an invite to a conversation right there. And we ain't trying to do that. We want the godlike woman. You don't have nothing on her right here. Top dollars. I'm not going to describe her because there's too many listening ears. Not you, but I'm talking about, you don't want to end up with a counterfeit. The devil good at making counterfeits. So what's it called? You don't want to end up with that. So that's why sometimes you got to keep it to yourself. But what's it called? All right, for the other one, when I said I don't have no S's and everything, because in my head I'm out here like, Yeshua, I don't have no S's. For real, I don't, and I believe that until she walked through the door. I was like, because when she walked through the door, I went like, I had the broom dustpan. I don't think she seen me with my dress like in person. Like actually in person, I had my dress in. I span around and I said, I curse, but I curse in my head, not out loud. But that's still like a sin, because I'm working on it. I'm not that perfect. I'm never that perfect. I never want to be perfect, but I want to be obedient and humble to Yeshua. But so when I say I spin cleans around and everything, and she had her daughter like right there and everything, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have no smoke, respectfully, but God made I bloom over time and everything, but I'm not trying to give that all. You gotta stay focused. So I'm up here, after I seen that, I was like, wow, and everything. And it was like, Yeshua was saying, are you gonna go say hi? I went like, no. I went straight outside and I went and sweeped a lot. And then when I went inside, I made sure, I don't even know where she went to. She disappeared from the store. I'm smooth with that. But it don't happen. These things don't happen for a reason. Everything. But if one of them hit, I got the godlike woman. I ain't gonna cap to you. One of them hit my phone up, I'm blocking them, deleting them. I swear, I'm not even playing with that. I'm gonna block them. I'm gonna delete them. That y'all gonna come. Nah, I'm not saying they bad people or anything. It's just like, when you get what you what God bless. Nah, I'm not about to mess it up with some old time person I used to mess with back in the day. That's not happening. That ain't happening, bro. But yeah, that's my feedback on it. When I saw it, be like, yeah, it's no coincidence with Yeshua. Nah. So if your past come back to you and everything out of nowhere, don't give them no reactions. That's one. Be respectful. That's two. And make sure you stay humble. That's three. And don't be ugly. When I say this person remind me when I was doing this, like the Uno thing out here trying to I was taunting. I like to taunt people. But he said God don't like ugly. I haven't heard that in a long time. My mom used to tell me that when I was a kid. But when I heard it now, I was like, oh wow. I had to put my little two thing up. I was like, oh wow, you got me good. You got me real good. But it was the truth though. That's the thing. So if you having trouble with lying, everything, I'm just slow to speak and more fast to listen. Anyway, a lot of people, if you let them talk and everything, a lot of people, remember, they would tell them about what about themselves. Like, you really know a person after you let them. You just throw in a comment like, "Oh, really?" or a question like that. But that's another lesson for a different time. But I do want to apologize. I did apologize for yesterday. I was about to double apologize for it. But yeah, I didn't, for real, I didn't know what to talk about because that Wix thing and everything, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I bought a domain for a website and everything, and then what's it called and I'm out here trying to do the Wix thing. Hey, the Wix thing is expensive, so I said, ooh, they gonna have to wait for my next check. And then what's it called? I was watching an AI video, like how to make AI things and everything, thumbnails. But the other thing was what's it called, for I'm gonna start a clothing brand. I'm just looking for I'm looking at the little things first before I get. Only reason why I start I got, like, Yeshua brung it to me. Yeshua, Holy Spirit, they gave that idea to me. But the other reason why, because I don't have no clothes. When I went on the internet, it, like, you know, people like, this is somebody made this, but it was affordable and it's comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, it's good quality. But when I went on the internet, I was looking. You know how they get like they this what's that thing, bezazzle on their shirts and everything. My granny used to do that back in the day, but before everybody was dazzling, she used to make the hats and everything. I get her props and everything. I wish I would have learned, but I did like sell clothes with her and everything. But yeah, I was just like, it's the little stuff I gotta get. But she don't do it no more. She, you know, older and everything. But yeah. I went on the website and tell me why it was this nice shirt. It was a nice shirt. I can't really pull it up because I don't remember the name. This is how, because I forgot it. I thought I didn't forget that price though. All right, that price for the thing. Guess how much it was for like a shirt. You know, with a long sleeve shirt with the couple of spadazzle on thing on it. That was $400. You out your mind. $400 for one shirt? Call me crazy. Nah, bro. Even in my head, I want to slap on this camera across the room. $400. I can't do it, bro. In the pants, I think it was some pants or some short. It was $400 too. I said, bro, you know, you're wilding at this point. You're wilding. Now I did find like a custom hat, and this thing went hard. Let me see how I pull it up. I pulled this one up. It costs $800, but it's a custom one. It's custom. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's real deal on like hard, but I'm on my other one. I don't know my other password. Oh man. But what's it called? This thing hard. That's man. If I had it on my stuff, man. Because I had it. Oh man. Custom hats. This dude, because when I saw him make this, I was like, man, this is nice. I mean, I saw the price on it, but I was like, it's kind of worth it. Because the price on it, it was like $800. Now, I know you out here like $800 for a hat, and you had to see the hat. This hat was nice. You know how they make it in the thing? They be like sweat and leather and everything. Man. Oh man, bruh. If I remember next time, I most definitely show it. Cause I can't really find it on my Insta. Wait, nah, that's a T. Yeah, I don't know where he at. I don't see it. It was a dope hat, but it cost like $800, and it was sold out too. It was a real dope hat. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was really, yeah. If they wanted me to buy it, That's one of them fits. I paid $800. Now that one thing, like for a shirt, for that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. $400 dollars for that shirt. That actually made me mad. I was like, I'm not doing that dumb stuff. $400 for a shirt. You got me messed up. Bro, I can't find. Because this thing was hard. I'm looking at my followers like, he's following me. Come on, take me down to the one. Take me down to it. Because on Instagram, it go to the ones you follow and everything. I follow 600 people who I don't know, but it's really like I like seeing certain. Come on, where is he? I hope he got a blue check mark. Be easy. Nah, I'm not able to find. Wait. I found him. Hold on, I'm about to pull him up on here. I'm gonna search his name up. You don't know how long I've been. You heard that right there? Where is he? This thing right here. Come on. Yeah. Now this right here, I get this. Let's see. Alright. He gonna make a new one. But which one ever he make it, you know. You see that bad boy? I ain't gonna lie, that's hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I wear that every day. Every day. Like, alright, look. He got some different ones on his page. But look at this. And then satin. Oh, it's just, oh man. Alright, the price, I wish it was, if it was like 600, I personally, I would buy that too. But this right here, this is like top. Okay, let me show you something else though. Let me go. Can I go back to it? Oh, please don't tell me we're stuck on this page. You see the point though. You see what I'm talking about. That's not no regular average thing right there. There we go. I didn't know. I wasn't for sure what it was gonna pop up. But look at this. If I can get the hat where it can bend on it, look at that. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Now I came across another one of these undo, but his was more expensive. But you see why it's expensive. You see why. Look at that. $800 out of my pocket. But I wouldn't buy his stuff all the time though. I buy it sometimes, but not all the time. I don't really care for designer, but I love when somebody can customize a hat on everything. This is amazing. You see, you got different kinds and everything. Look at this. You see that art? Bruh, I love it to get me one of hands of this. I just gotta wait. I'm not gonna save up on just enough 800 just to get it. You know, this is like later on and everything. But when I get one of these hats, not gonna lie, that's hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I get one of them bad boys, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear that. The world would know what that is. I like that, bro. I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's hard. Man, the price I'm not really fan of, but he's sold out so fast. Bro, I gotta give it to him. That's I gotta follow on here in case I ever come back on that page, man. But yeah, that hat is hard. But them clothes right there, 400. I wasn't doing 400. 400 for a shirt I can't do. Not even for designer. But you know, this one thing I want to go to Holiday World. Holiday World is not far. I always talk about Six Flags and everything. Six Flags is far, but if I can make it down there, I'll make it down there with you. I'll bring you along. You know, I'll get my stuff together. But what's called Holiday World? Holiday World still fun too. What's called? It's just in Indiana. We gotta do it early in the morning. When early in the I don't want to hop on here too early because I like to sleep too. But I'm probably gonna buy a skip pass. You know, I'm gonna service this out and everything. Skip pass and go to Holiday World. But at the same time, we gotta stay locked in right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, these are hard fits. I'm gonna get off of this one where I can focus. All right, but yeah, Holiday World, Six Flags. I like riding roller coasters. I'm like close to getting on the stuff we need for the what's that, IRL stuff. But when we get it, we go. The food kind of expensive, so you know we gotta bring our food and stuff. I'm just kidding. We might get. I hate it. I'm not even gonna lie. It got to a point when my mom and them, we always brought like snuck food inside the movie theater. I'm saying it's wrong, but at the time when we did it, what's it called? We was like, we snuck it in. I feel like, man, oh my God, I can't stand when we do this type of stuff. And I feel embarrassed and everything. But and the other thing was, when we went to Gettyland, everything, hometown, my mom and my dad, they pull out a, what's that thing? A Ziploc bag. Yeah, but we are here like at home, we eat, you know, it's a buffet and we take that with us. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, I feel so embarrassed on doing that. Bro, when I say that, it's been some embarrassing moments and everything, but it's like, because I'd be like, Mom, can't go get it. And she said, nah, go get it and everything. Go get what you want and then bring it back and put it in the Ziploc bag. I was like, hey, when I kid you not, I go grab me some pizza and everything and put it in Ziploc bag. But I felt so embarrassed when I did that type of stuff. But later that night, I'm up here munching on it like a little chipmunk. But the other thing was, what's called the movie theater. I was like sneaking food in everything. It was like, I think when I was working at Kentucky Kingdom, like this is where I start not caring and everything. Like when I go to, I like this movie theater. I don't like going to the big expensive movie theater. I go, you know, for certain movies and everything, but sometimes they too far out. I like to go to Baxter. Baxter is like, it's not too far, but it's nice over there, culture and everything. It's like different things going on over there, and they got good food places down the street, sushi and all of that. So I go down to Baxter and there, but they not touching this Subway. When I say I love when the Indian person make my Subway, because they make it perfect. I'm talking about not a lot of meat, because when I go in Subway and order my Subway sandwich, they be out here slapping like meat on meat on meat. In my head, I'm out here like, I'm gonna have to feed all that meat to Nanook and Scooby. They're my two Malawas. I was like, I do not like a lot of meat on my Subway. Like one, you know, like a couple, you know, the first layer, that's good. You don't have to do that much. You don't have to slap on all this meat. And then but the Indians, they do it perfect. And that's why sometimes I like to get there early in the morning, because when I put it in there, but that one on Baxter in the movie theater, he do it perfect. They do it perfect. And when they throw it, I be like, oh man, this is great. But when this is where I don't even sneak my food into the movie theater. I was with my brother when I was going to, I think we was at one of them nice movie theaters on Far Out. I kid you not. This is what I basically did. Oh my bad. Wait, almost there. Almost there. There we go. But this is what we. Okay, there we go. This was what we basically did. What's it called? I went into. I think I got off of work. I got off of Kentucky Kino, and we was going to see a movie and everything. When we was going up there, we went and grabbed some Arby's. I had like a chicken sandwich and everything. But what's it called? I don't eat Arby's no more. It was off topic, but I don't know. The chicken nowadays, it's like I'm actually like I used to love eating chicken. Now it's a fresh chicken and everything, and your shit would give me the the green cards. Like it's already eat. I eat it, but nowadays chicken I don't eat that. But Hispanic food, they usually use fresh food and everything. So I dabble in it. But what's it called? That one day I got off of work and I was dealing with kids and everything, and we was going there. All I remember is my pants were halfway sagging. You basically saw N-word walking through, and I wanted somebody to say you can't have your food. No, I didn't even want nobody to say it because I just gave them the look like, ooh, if you say it, he gonna catch an attitude with you. But if you would have said it, I would have been like a little puppy, like, oh, sorry, my bad, and everything. But nah, that day I came in there. We bought our tickets online, and then I came in there. I had my bag of Arby's and my drink, and I was walking in there. I was walking here. I wanted somebody to say. Then after that point, I didn't. For me personally, I personally don't like. If I buy some food, I'm gonna show you. I'm bringing it in. It's 2000. I haven't went to a movie theater in a minute, but I remember going to the movie. I dressed up by myself. I didn't have nobody to go with, and my brother was my middle brother Eric. He was busy doing something, and my older one was busy too. So basically, I go to the movies by myself. I dressed up and everything. I dressed up in something nice. I went out. I went to Baxter and I went and go see a movie. I forgot the movie, but it was a good movie. And then I remember seeing a girl out of corner eye out here like, oh my god, something. And when I looked over, she turned away and everything. But I was like, it was actually nice. Because when I went with my old friends and everything, not even my old friends, with a lot of my friends, most of them, they all talk during the movie. I hated that, bro. Because we out here like, I'm out here like watching the movie. We out here sitting there, and then like tell a little couple jokes out. That's all right. All right, that's cool. But if you disturbing the people inside the movie theater and disturbing me, I'm looking at you like, and they like some pigs and everything. Oh yeah, next time I don't know. Y'all trying to go see this movie? Nah, I ain't trying to go see this movie. Y'all gonna talk too much and everything. Y'all gonna I ain't trying to I ain't feeling that. That's why I like when I go to the movie. I like to watch a movie. I'm out here like that, and then sometimes like you turn around, you say a couple of jokes and everything, a movie, and then that's how I grew up on everything. When my oldest brother, took us to the movie, we tell a couple jokes and watch the movie. But these guys, it felt like I brought the zoo with me. I brought the zoo, and people looking behind us and everything like, are you gotta be? It's like the you remember the thing went from what's the Minecraft movie, and they was throwing food and everything. No, that's why I like when I go do half of my stuff when school's in. I do my stuff during the school hours. If like 8 o'clock, I go to the park because I know it's gonna be a nice breeze day. When I say it's gonna be nice, I don't have to worry about even when it's after school and everything. I don't have to worry about nothing, but it's more irritating out there. But when during school, it feel like, I don't know, you heard that it's a lovely day in my neighborhood. It's a lovely day in my neighborhood, which Mr. Roger and everything. That it felt like that and everything. But hey, it is what it is. It's summertime right now. I mean, if you wake up, for me, if I go to the park right now, it's kind of rainy outside, so I don't know. It still be people there, but if I go like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm still good. But if I go like 1, like 2, 3, everybody start showing up at the park. I'm up here because I'm trying to work out and everything on the free workout machine. But kids start running over there. You know how kids do, and they just swing on random stuff and everything on the things and everything. Man. But yeah, that's the stream. Hey, thank you for joining in, watching the stream. Hope you get some sleep. And you know what's crazy? I bought me some donuts, right? I'm gonna throw them out because like after I ate it, and when I was watching that AI thing, bro, I can you not? I was falling asleep. I'm out here like it made me feel more like lazy and everything. So I was like, now I understand why Yeshua was saying no sugar and everything. But bro, now these donuts, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna throw it. Break it up, throw it to the birds, or throw it away. I'll probably take one more donut, but I'm gonna throw it. Take it, throw it away. Throw these fries in the oven. I don't know. I'm feeling like I need to eat something healthy. And probably eat that jambalaya again, cause I've been eating on some frozen fruit. And after that smell of that thing, bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's not. I've been eating on some watermelon. I don't really like admitting I've been eating watermelon, but Yeshua told me to eat some watermelon. I've been feeling better since. I don't really like eat watermelon a lot because what's it called in public. I hate eating. Well, I used to hate eating watermelon and chicken in public, depending on how hungry I am. Because we all know that on that joke. But it's a way if you look at people and everything. You look at people like in a certain way, or you give off a certain what. That's something else for another time. But thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being here and being a part of 1, 2, 3 the community. But now thank for coming out and everything. That's it for tonight. I'll see you Monday. Hey, wait. Before I go, now I'm telling you earlier here, Tuesday I am off from work. Now I'm going to that marathon. I'm not going back out this. It starts at 6:30. So I'm tagging that I'm off on Tuesday. I wasn't off. Usually I don't get off on Tuesday. But I'm not backing out this one. I'm going to run. I'm running this one. And for a slice of pizza too. I don't eat pizza, but I will take the cheese off of it just to eat the crust of the pizza. But I'm running on Tuesday. That's pretty much it. Thursday I'm off, but I'm going to get my tooth checked before I can get to pull my baby tooth. But I should be on Thursday because that's somewhere. I think it's at 5 p.m. I don't know. Hopefully it don't take long. But I get on around like 6 something. So hopefully I should be on. But if I don't get on like at that time, I'll probably hop on a little earlier. Yeah. I gotta get this baby tooth pulled. This thing, it's like I can feel my adult teeth like knocking at the top, and then this bottom tooth, it just gotta come out. And I don't have insurance, so I'm gonna do it without insurance. That's how I did with like the rest of my cavities and everything. But it's only $180 to get it pulled, so I'll be done with that. I can move on. But yeah, all right, that's it. All right, you have a good night's sleep. I'll see you Monday. In that recording, yeah. Now just us. I know you feel scared when